get started with anchor Jackie Kostick. Jackie.
Well, Tricia, one thing that people are really worried about right now is that rate of hospitalizations. And Nevada is actually nearing its peak that it hit back in mid-April. Now, I spoke to one local nurse about what makes this spike in cases different from the first.
It was just something we have never dealt with.
For the medical team at Centennial Hills Hospital, dealing with COVID-19 has been a juggling act.
As we get more guidance and we get more evidence, how do we keep that incorporated?
As the chief nursing officer, Janet Wright has led the charge since the pandemic began, analyzing the data, activating the emergency management plan, and coping with the very real emotion of the moment.
We were all afraid. We were all having that uncertainty, but then you had to go in and help somebody else not feel it too.
Wright says when the hospital began dealing with COVID patients, the fear among the nurses was palpable.
You could just see the fear in their eyes, and a couple of them teared up, and I always tell anybody I lead, I will never ask you to do something I'm not willing to do myself. So letting them know I really would be willing to do this, but this is what we need you to do. And they were just so afraid.
In moving through that first spike in cases, Wright says she watched fear turn into strength. And while many of the hospital's first patients died from the virus, ultimately seeing recoveries helped boost their confidence and courage.
We had just never seen patients like that had to be on such severe settings. And, you hear about the proning and all of those things we have to do. It was so rewarding, not only for the patient, but for the staff to see, hey, we actually can get somebody to pull through this.
Now, Wright says her team continues to follow those numbers very closely. And of course, they'll be prepared to handle whatever comes next. But she says that she hopes everyone takes personal responsibility and does as much as they possibly can to help prevent the spread of this virus. Reporting live, Jackie Kostick, 13 Action News.